Of Marin Catholic High School as we get you ready for a presentation of playoff football here on PlayOnSports.com. This is the PlayOnSports.com pregame show. I'm Alex Richmond alongside Tim Fitzgerald on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. We have a CIF North Coast section Division III semifinal matchup for you today between the Cardinal Newman Cardinals and host Marin Catholic Wildcats. A season ago, Cardinal Newman's playoff run was ended against eventual champ Camp Lindo, who then went on to beat Marin Catholic 20-18 in the NCS title game. The Cardinals come in today's semifinal matchup with an 11-1 record, and the Marin Catholic Wildcats have a record of 11-1, going 7-0 in league, and come into today's semifinal matchup with a 9-game win streak. Let's now bring in my broadcast partner, Tim Fitzgerald, and Tim. Let's preview the matchup here, starting with Cardinal Newman, and also talk about Marin Catholic as well.
Well, we've got two of the best programs in the state going at it here, so that's pretty exciting. Since the State Bowl Championship started in 2006, Cardinal Newman's been to 2, Marin Catholic to 1. Cardinal Newman head coach Paul Cronin is in his 11th season here and is 129-50-2 in his career. Marin Catholic head coach Mazie Moyed in his 3rd season, he's 36-3. They each just have one loss, like you mentioned. Marin Catholic quarterback Jared Goff has passed for nearly 3,000 yards and 32 touchdowns, completing 68% of his passes, despite being removed early in both playoff games this year and only playing in the first half of his league game. Still putting up the big numbers and still committed to Cal.
And we are underway here in this semifinal, and that's number 4, Jacob Webb, taking it out for the Cardinals out to the 25-yard line. So that's where the Cardinals are going to start their first possession of the day.
Marin Catholic, along with their big passing attack, has a big rushing attack. We're looking forward to that. We've got Cardinal Newman starting with the ball. They're very similar to Marin Catholic. They outscored their opponents 39-10, just like Marin Catholic outscored them 41-10. So this should be a good matchup today.
First play from scrimmage, a run to the right. Finding some space now across the 40 and dragging defenders out to the 50 was Kenny Carter. A nice run there, Tim, as we thought he might look like he might get tripped up in the backfield there, but was able to keep those legs churning for a nice first down.
Yeah, number 7, Alex Paxe, looked like he had him in the backfield, was able to break that tackle, stayed patient, found a lane, and took off on the right side.
So here we go. Keaton Dunsford, the sophomore quarterback, 6'3", 195 pounds. Trips to the far side. And this time the keeper, and stacked up for a loss. That time Coxe had it along with Louis Lemerel on the tackle.
Yeah, they had him boxed in there. Didn't bite the initial fake. They had 3 defenders there in the backfield reading the read option.
So just underway here in the first quarter, 11-10 and counting. Second down and about 13 for the Cardinals.
Cardinal Newman spreading it out here. I got 4 wide receivers and on the set 5 wides, pardon me.
Yeah, empty set here for the Cardinals. Dunsford looking right now. He's going to keep it. And another nice defensive play there from Marin Catholic, and he might have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage.
Looked like they were trying to run a screen, a wide receiver screen on that play, but it was sniffed out, so he decided to just tuck and run. Just kept it that time. Playing it safe. Didn't want to throw a pick deep in their own territory. Good decision by Dunsford.
Gain of 3 on the play.
Third down and 9, and Cardinal Newman opting not to huddle here in the early going. Another empty backfield for the Cardinals on this third down and long. Dunsford gets a snap, surveying. Looking left, he's got a receiver, and that is caught inside the 35 and down to the 33-yard line. That was Jacob Webb, the senior wide receiver.
Jacob Webb wide open on a deep out. Do have a flag on the play, too. They played off, and he was able to get about 4 or 5 yards past the sticks. They tacking on a face mask here?
Yeah, Tim, I couldn't quite see the signal from the official.
Okay.
But they are going to tack on some extra yardage here.
Yardage assessed against Marin Catholic.
This opening drive, the Cardinals moving the ball with ease.
They sure are, spreading it out. Now they will huddle.
But quick to the line here, Tim, and
Yeah, had a couple of broken plays, in fact, on this drive, but they've taken advantage of it, stuck with it, made something out of nothing.
So 2 backs here in the backfield for the first time, and that is Carter trying the right side and
Carter.
cut it up the middle there for what looks like to be no gain. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, that was a nice read of the run again. That's the second time. Every time they've tried to run, Cardinal Newman has. Marin Catholic has read the play. They've just not made the tackle. This time, Felix Lemmerly was able to make the stop. Pardon me, that's Lemerle, Felix Lemerle.
From the 28-yard line of the Wildcats, Dunsford in the gun, looking left, and he's got a receiver. And brought down close to the 20-yard line. We'll have to see where they mark him. Another completion for Keaton Dunsford.
Yeah, Matt Durner this time. They're working the left side. That's where all the 2 passes have gone so far today. If there's something they're trying to take advantage of on that side.
So that brings up a 3rd down and 4. Another empty set for the Cardinals.
Converted the 3rd and 9 earlier on the drive.
3 receivers to the near side, and the sophomore Dunsford in the gun. Dunsford looking left again, pump fakes, and he's got a receiver diving to make the catch.
Wow, what a play. Scooby.
Phillip Wright, and that will move the sticks.
The senior, Phillip Scooby Wright, as they call him. Another 1st down. They are converting and moving this ball right now. A little surprising. These are 2 high-powered offenses going head-to-head, though. Curious as to which way this game will unfold. If we're going to get a shootout, a defensive battle. Hard to tell from this first possession, but they are moving.
This time, the Cardinals bunch it up here on 1st down and goal. And a run off the left side.
Yeah, went with a power formation that time, right again. To the left. They keep attacking the left.
So 2nd down and goal. Ball is at just inside the 10. This time right again. Nice job by that Marin Catholic defense. Making the stop. It looked like C.J. Lyons was in on that tackle for the Wildcats.
Yeah, great penetration again. The only positive run Cardinal Newman has had is when they were able to break a tackle of some Marin Catholic penetration. So that seems to be a repeated theme so far.
So just about ticking under 7:30 here in this opening quarter. Division III semifinal matchup between Cardinal Newman and host Marin Catholic. 3rd down and goal from the 8-yard line.
More no huddle, but this time looks like they're going to burn a timeout.
And they will. Cardinal Newman uses their first timeout of the half.
There was a black Honda Accord illegally parked in the parking lot. Black Honda Accord in the red zone. Please move.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all of their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Okay, so thank you, Tim. And Cardinal Newman Cardinals doing a nice job in this opening drive, converting 2 3rd downs, Tim, and now they find themselves inside the 10-yard line, looking at a 3rd down and goal.
Looking to punch it in again and convert their third down on this drive. They have made good on these 3rd downs, a 3rd and 9, a 3rd and 4. Driving the ball right now. Running back Kenny Carter returned last week after missing 2 weeks with a knee injury. He's rushed for over 1,100 yards this season and 11 touchdowns. Had a big game against Encinal last week.
So here we go as the Wildcat crowd gets into it. A 3rd down and goal motion to the near side. And that is Carter.
He fumbled but got back on it. Lucky break there.
Yeah, lucky break for Carter as Cardinals are now looking at a 4th down. And it looks like they'll send the field goal unit on the field to try to take the lead here with 7:01 left in this first quarter.
Yeah, ran an inside trap play there. Got a few yards, but this time Marin Catholic able to make the stop on a third down. Playing the run well is Marin Catholic. They're going to have to tighten up against the pass game, or Cardinal Newman's going to keep racking up points. Cardinal Newman trying to get a player on late, get their left guard.
Trent Klein, kick is up, and it's through. So in this Division III North Coast section semifinal, the visiting Newman Cardinals get on the board first with a 3-0 lead.
An impressive opening drive, Alex. I didn't expect quite that, but at least Marin Catholic sort of bent but didn't break, buckled down in the red zone there.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm kind of wondering from Cardinal Newman if we're going to see that no huddle offense from them, as maybe try to tire out this defense. They moved the ball pretty easily there.
They did. They went back and forth here or there at moments, but that was usually only after they converted to first down and spreading it out. That 5-wide set and keeping Dunsford. Last week he was 10 of 13, 165 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, and he is. He's turning into a pretty decent quarterback, the junior.
But now we get to see the quarterback on the other side, Jared Goff, very highly touted, going to be playing his ball next year at the University of California. So
Cal Bear recently reiterated his commitment to the Cal Bears despite their coaching change. And yeah, along with Goff, you have Akil Terry. He rushed for over 1,400 yards and 21 scores. 123 yards last week with a receiving touchdown and a rushing touchdown as they tore apart Miramonte. 59-6.
Sam Kilpack and Andrew Sellis back, and that's Sellis from inside his own 10, trying out the far side, has some blocks and gets taken down around the 30-yard line. So that's where this Marin Catholic offense will start.
A nice return. Goff last week completed his first 5 passes with 2 of them going for scores. He finished 15 of 19 for 287 yards and 4 touchdowns before being removed with 6:20 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, and he's got very tall, big frame, 6'5", and he also has Colton Hanley, a wide receiver who goes 6'4", so he's got some big targets out there. And I was watching him warm up before the game. He's got a strong arm.
He sure does. Very accurate too. He was putting it on the hands every time.
So they're going to start out empty backfield, 5 receiver set. Goff looks right. He's got a receiver across the 40 and taken out near the 45-yard line.
And there he is.
Colton Hanley, it looked like.
Sure was. And there it was. That ball got out there quickly, didn't it? And now they'll no huddle.
It did. So they'll stay in the same formation. And that's Akil Terry on the inside, number 19 there on the trip side, looking Terry's way. And just behind the receiver, that was Danny Newman.
A little behind him that time. And with the incompletion, it looks like they still won't huddle up.
So the Wildcats looking at a 2nd down and 10 now.
The empty backfield is surprising me here.
Trips to the near side. The senior Goff looking to the near side. He's got a receiver, and that's intercepted by Cardinal Newman, looking for Danny Noonan. And an early interception, and that was Chris Steele, the outside linebacker, and that was a nice read from Steele there to step in front of that pass.
It sure was. I was surprised Goff underthrew that there. I'm surprised they're opening up in the air in such an extreme fashion.
Maybe the Wildcats kind of felt like they maybe had to match Cardinal Newman from that opening drive by the Cardinals. So the Cardinals back to work here at midfield, and that is Carter to the right, and he's going to get it off the left side. And this time he's going to be stacked up for a loss of about 5 yards, and that's Louis Lemerle. And Louis Lemerle with a big tackle for loss there, loss of 5.
More penetration by the Marin Catholic backfield on a run play. They keep getting in there, and it's left their running backs running for their lives for Kenny Carter. He escaped once. That's been it so far.
So the Cardinals really spreading their formation out here. Dunsford looking right. He's got a receiver. And a big hit put on by Sam Kilpack.
Tried to go to Zach Reyes there, I believe.
Yeah, and maybe if that ball was a little bit more on his chest, he might have a chance to catch that. Right in the numbers, it was out in front of him, so he had to stretch out for it.
A little bit. It was near his chin. Boy, was that a hit, though. Really separated him from the ball. Had a lot of time, Dunsford did. It was a well set up play. Just a big hit.
So Dunsford letting his receivers know what to do here on this play. Carter moves over to the left. Dunsford looking right and overshoots his receiver. Not quite sure if he was trying to hit Kevin Lucy or Jacob Webb there. It was kind of too high for Lucy and not enough for Webb.
Exactly. It was in between there. Two guys in the area, and that was behind the intended. I would assume the intended target was Webb on that one, being that it did get to his hands, but it skipped in. It hit the ground. We heard it from here, and it is incomplete.
Kilpack and Sellis are deep for Marin Catholic.
So the Wildcat defense holding the Cardinals, and not a great punt here as the Cardinals are going to start with good field position.
Shankaroo.
And the referee is
still walking it up, yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like he's stopping just inside the 40. We'll have to see where they mark this, but a great job there by the Wildcat defense after Goff threw that pick.
Yeah, really buckled down on the pass D that time. The big hit. I mean, that I think fired up their defense, really got them going by Kilpack, taking his name pretty seriously there.
5:22 remains in this first quarter. And the ball is at the 38-yard line.
Great starting position this time.
Of Marin Catholic. And they're going to keep it in the air here. Goff going downfield. And that's intercepted again by Cardinal Newman. And he's got some room down the left side inside the 30. And that's Reyes taken out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Wow. Okay, I did not expect that start.
Reyes driven out of bounds by Akil Terry.
Again.
Cardinals will take over.
Yeah, they fake it to Akil Terry.
On the Marin Catholic 25-yard line.
Faked a handoff and then went downfield on the pass, but just well covered. Nowhere to go with that ball. Cardinal Newman all over it. A little obvious on the plays that are running right now. That just look like all go routes to me.
Yeah, the defense for Cardinal Newman doing a great job in the secondary. And again, that's about the third time we've seen Carter drop for a loss.
Yeah, more penetration by the Marin Catholic defense. They're just knifing their way through the line.
Interior line doing a nice job, and then that gives way kind of for the linebackers, Tim.
Just clears a gap for them to clean it up. I'm really surprised that Akil Terry hasn't touched the ball yet. They're trying to put the ball in the hands of their best player. I think Cardinal Newman is ready, and now they got another chance to get some points.
So Carter is to Dunsford's right. Dunsford, and a nice catch. And he has Webb out there. Defended nicely, but Webb able to hang on and turn it upfield close to the first down marker.
Yeah, that was a tight window he fit that one into. Impressive throw. Because that was definitely tight coverage. Looked like maybe C.J. Lyons over there, perhaps.
So this time the Cardinals are going to go two in the backfield. Wright and Carter.
Right up the gut.
Hand off to Kenny Carter.
And still going, and he's in for the touchdown.
Wow. Impressive job. And he kept his feet churning, kept going, spun, did not let his knee hit the ground, and kept fighting into the end zone.
Yeah, I thought his forward progress was stopped, Tim.
Agreed. Wow.
But no whistle, and Carter kept those legs churning.
Sure did, and spinning, using the momentum of the tackler trying to swing him down instead of lift him up and push him backwards. And just swung himself forward.
And so a flag before they could attempt that PAT. We'll see what the referees signal here. As Trent Klein already has a field goal in this game, and now he's on for a PAT.
Penalties declined. Offsides was the call.
It wasn't offsides.
And that's through. So Cardinal Newman coming in to Marin Catholic here and going up a quick 10-0 here with 4:02 left in the first quarter.
Wow, unexpected. It's going to take a pretty serious answer by Marin Catholic right here, but they shouldn't force it, although it seems like that's how they're opening the game, trying to force the issue to throw instead of coming out with a balanced attack, which they're much more known for.
Pacheco Brothers Gardening
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that we might see Akil Terry here with some carries on this drive.
They have to, or at least screen it out to him if they want to keep it in Goff's hands.
Right, get him in space, try to get him the ball.
Exactly. Goff's got to do it for all his ability and really impressive accuracy for a high school quarterback. Hasn't made the right decision on a couple of throws so far tonight, this afternoon rather.
So Kilpack, who had the big hit earlier on defense, he's back to receive along with the junior, Andrew Sellis, who are back standing at their own 5-yard line. And so 2 quick turnovers already from the senior quarterback, Jared Goff, 2 interceptions. And we'll see if that Marin Catholic offense can get back on track here with their third possession.
Uncharacteristic start for them, for sure.
And that's a high kick. Sellis takes it inside his own 5. Trying the near side now, trying to outrun the coverage here across the 25 and out close to the 30-yard line. So another nice return by Sellis there.
It was, because Cardinal Newman did a great job of kicking it away from him and keeping that high and deep. Looked like they had a right side return set up, but there was nothing there, so he made the right decision to break away that time.
So this Wildcat offense, so high-powered and getting off to a slow start. They outscored league opponents this year 316-50.
Right. But
Just kind of
the Cardinal Newman defense, though, has allowed 7 points or less 6 times this season, including 3 shutouts.
Right.
So they're up for the challenge.
Exactly. For the year, they give up only 10 points a game. So Cardinal Newman, a good defense, and Goff trying to get something going here. First down and 10 from the 30-yard line.
We could be looking at a track meet, though, at the pace we're going.
At 3:54 left. And this time, Terry is going to get it.
Oh,
and he fumbles the ball, kicked around, and Cardinal Newman falls on top of it. So, like we said, we'd expect Carey to get the ball. He did.
He did.
And he did a good job running through the hole, putting both hands on it, but does fumble it. And Chris Steele.
That was an impressive strip. He had the ball a little low, had a good run going, was so close to being down, but the left arm of a defender just pulled it away, and then it got kicked away from the pile directly to the Newman defense.
So for the second time, the Cardinals start from midfield, and that's a 3rd turnover of the game for Marin Catholic.
Turnovers, my goodness. Unexpected for sure.
So the defense really needs a stop here. That's Carter to the left. This time a quick pass out to the left side. And a good job by that Marin Catholic defense rallying to the ball. That's Zach Reyes for the Cardinals.
Yeah, tried to set up a little screen, but Marin Catholic did a great job of reading it that time.
Tackled by Marco Martin. No gain.
So Reyes able to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. And that brings up a 2nd down and 10 for Cardinal Newman.
Turnover battle deciding this game here in the early portions, this first quarter. Marin Catholic going to need their stout defense to step up. They've held teams to 8 points or less in 6 straight games, 8 of the last 9.
Dunsford on the option, pitches it out to Carter. Carter's got some room off the left side and gets inside the 45-yard line.
Smart pitch there by Dunsford that time. It's a good choice.
That's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 4, I believe. It looks like they marked him at the 44-yard line.
3rd down.
So early on, the Cardinal Newman offense so impressive and very impressive on 3rd downs as well, being able to convert multiple 3rd downs. As Dunsford gets the signals from the sideline, relay them to his receivers now. And Carter's going to move to the right. but they might have not liked the look there, so they're going to get a timeout.
Burns their second timeout of the first half already, Cardinal Newman. They did that on the third down when they were in the red zone earlier as well. This is a third and medium. That's what two of them have been. The only long one was a 3rd and 9 when they had a wide open receiver on the left side earlier.
Yeah, and they might have. Let me ask you this question. It's a 3rd down and 4 from the 44-yard line of the Wildcats. Could this be, the way the game's going, the momentum is with Cardinal Newman, could this be 4 down territory?
Possibly. Although with that lead, and the fact that you're up 10 and the way your defense is playing, I would probably still try to pin. Marin deep. And the way your offense is going, you think you can convert a 3rd and 4 right now for sure. Later in the game, though, you're absolutely right. That's the type of situation where you're looking at 4 downs to really put a nail in the coffin if things are going like this.
So both teams back out onto the field here, a 3rd down and 4. And they go with that single back again. The Cardinals do. That's Kenny Carter. And Carter is going to get it right up the gut. And it looks like from the spot he's got enough for the 1st down.
First time there hasn't been initial penetration by Marin Catholic to break up a run play in a while. In this game, I think even. More no huddle.
So the chains move.
This has got to be an odd feeling to Marin Catholic. Their closest game during this 7-game win streak is a 30-7 win over San Marin.
Trips to the near side. Dunsford, option again. Pitches it off left to Carter. Carter's got some space and runs at about right inside the 35-yard line. Looks like they're going to mark him at the 33. 2nd down.
Carter getting a chance to get some room to run now, especially when they get him on the perimeter in the option.
2nd down.
2nd down and 4 from the 33-yard line of Marin Catholic. The Cardinals continuing not to huddle. Carter to the left, and he's going to get it. Dances off the left side. And a nice gain there from Carter. Looked like he was going to get only a short gain, but able to keep those feet moving.
Showing good patience and vision on these runs. Waiting for something to develop, and if not, trying to bounce and get outside and keeping his legs turning again. This time they will huddle.
It's only the 2nd or 3rd time we've seen Cardinal Newman huddle. And it's a 3rd down and short. Call it a 3rd down and 1. From the 30-yard line. Carter, he's going to get it. He's going to try the left side, and he's got enough for the 1st down. And he's close to the 25-yard line. Looks like they're going to mark him at the 26.
Another inside trap play. Cardinal Newman offensive line doing a better job of creating space now, not letting the penetration happen.
146 and counting in this opening quarter. 10-0 the score. Marin Catholic with 3 turnovers here in this first quarter. As Cardinal Newman tries to capitalize on the last fumble by Akil Terry.
Yeah, they've turned one of the second interception into 7 points.
Another option to Carter again. And this time Marin Catholic doing a nice job. Only a couple yards on the option out to the left side there.
Ridden out of bounds by Lemerle.
Yeah, Lemerle. Number 5 on the tackle. Number 12, Chris Hill, able to come up and provide a little help as well.
So 2nd down and 8. Now just under a minute. Cardinal Newman taking their time. That's right to the left of Dunsford. Dunsford looking that way. There's right. And he's down inside the 20. Past the 1st down marker, inside the 10, reaches for the pylon.
Is he in?
And he is.
Wow. 14 points off of the turnovers now, with the extra point pending, 13. Staring down 14. Great run by Scooby Wright. He is a powerful back.
Yeah, powerful and also showing some speed there, Tim.
Yeah.
He got out into space, had some room, and ran down that left sideline and dove for the pylon and got in.
More good vision and shiftiness, a stiff arm involved in there. Had good blocking out in front, too.
So again, the PAT up and good. That's Trent Klein. He's got a field goal and 2 PATs on the day, and that makes it 17-0 with 42 seconds left here in the opening quarter of the CIF North Coast Section Division III semifinal game.
Wow, unexpected beginning here, Alex. That is for sure.
Yeah, very, very unexpected, Tim. And Marin Catholic just has to. I mean, what do they need to do here? Because we saw
to stick with their game, but more so their game coming into this one. They've been a little loose with it so far in this first quarter. But be patient. You have a good defense. Just get a drive going, get a score here, and then take it one score at a time, one drive at a time. Basically, you can't have any 17-point plays in football. So they need to just be patient but execute much better than they have so far. Be careful with the football. Treat every possession like the precious gold that it is.
Yeah, 9-game winning streak on the line for Marin Catholic, and more importantly, a trip to the Division III finals. And they lost last year to Campolindo 20-18 in the Division III championship game.
Yeah, both these teams fell to Campolindo on their way to a title.
Yeah, Cardinal Newman losing in the semifinals to Campo, and Marin Catholic losing in the title game. So obviously Marin Catholic would like to get back, and Cardinal Newman would like to get to the D3 title game this year after being ousted in the semis. So here's Kilpack inside his 5, takes it out across the 20 to 25 and brought down right around the 30-yard line. So that's where Marin Catholic will try to get something going here, Tim.
Yeah, and they've started at their 30 or better on each of these drives, but they've been quick drives, and it's got to be wearing out their defense now too. The fact that they've been on the field so long, they need an extended drive here that ends in some sort of points, but just at least have to hang on to the ball and have a good drive.
So the Wildcats back out onto the field. Really no success so far on offense, and they've turned the ball over 3 times. Goff now with Terry right behind him, and we have a flag before we can get started on that play. And
looks like some illegal motion or a shift, perhaps.
And we have a false start on Marin Catholic, so not the way you want to come out in a possession that's pretty important here, Tim, after turning the ball over 3 times, down 17 early on. But that's the key. It's still early.
It is early, at least, yeah. So we're going to have to be staring down a big comeback if we want to see the close track meet we expected. Wow, several wounds to the feet of Marin Catholic already of their own doing.
So it's Terry in the pistol. That's Celis in motion. And Terry's going to get it right up the middle. And a short gain from him, about a gain of 2 yards.
2 hands on the ball that time.
Yeah, covering up that rock, Tim.
It is important that they did come out and try to run. You can't abandon it. You don't want to be one-dimensional. Makes it that much easier for Cardinal Newman to know what you're doing, especially since they've shown a propensity for defending the passing game of Marin Catholic so far.
So Terry again right behind Goff. And they try out Terry again, this time off the right side. He's got some room across the 40. Enough for the first down after he was dragged down by Phillip Wright.
First big positive play since their opening drive. Finally got a nice running lane on the right side.
Gain of 17 yards on the play.
Boy, did they need that as this first quarter expires.
Yeah, so at the end of 1, the Newman Cardinals lead the Marin Catholic Wildcats 17-0 here in the semifinal matchup of Division III.
Everyone, PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
All right. Thank you, Tim. Second quarter just about ready to get underway here. The Wildcats at the 44-yard line of Cardinal Newman and looking to try to get something out of this drive, whether that be a field goal or more importantly for them, a touchdown. So
yeah.
Goff in an empty set. Quick throw to the right and a big hit put on by number 19, Matt Durner.
Wow. Came up and read that screen. They tried to hit a wide receiver screen, a quickie out to Mahalik. But they read it.
No gain on the play.
It's all over that play. No gain.
2nd down and 10. Terry moves to the left. He's going to stay in the block this time. Looking right is Goff, and he's got Sellis down the right side. Sellis able to stay and bounce and get inside the 40-yard line.
Good job by Goff to pump fake this time, not go to his first read, make the defense bite, try to draw them away from where he wanted to go with his eyes. A lot of zone by Cardinal Newman, just dropping back, not letting anything get behind them.
And off to Terry.
And Terry stacked up, but the Cardinals unable to get all their players off the field. They're trying to substitute there, Tim, and Marin Catholic trying to go quick.
They did. Nagel, a nice tackle. Looks like they'll have too many men on the field. Too many men or an illegal substitution, perhaps.
Yeah, it looked like a player for the Cardinals was late getting off the field. And it looks like it is illegal substitution.
Yeah, Nagel, who just made the tackle, headed off. He's getting some attention from the trainers. Taking a knee on the far sideline. So a piece missing in the center of the Cardinal Newman defense at the moment. They're going to need to make a stop here as Marin Catholic begins to drive, try to get in this game.
Against Newman, substitution infraction.
4 receiver set, 2 to each side. Terry moves to the right of the senior Jared Goff. Motion now, and Terry's going to get the handoff off the left side. He's got some room, running hard, and marked down at the 26-yard line for a first down.
Yeah, smart play this time. They sent Divine in motion, number 27. Whatever the plays they were doing that were just very basic, straight ahead, isn't going to work against Cardinal Newman. They're going to have to mix it up, do some motion, have some misdirection. You're going to have to fool Cardinal Newman a bit.
This time it's Sellis in motion. He gets it off the left side. He's got some room, and he's inside the 10, makes a move, and dives for the pylon, and he's marked
just short.
Just shy.
Ran the same play to the other side this time. The motion, at least. This time they actually gave it to the motion man, and it was Sellis. Big gain. First time into the red zone for Marin Catholic.
Yeah, so went out of bounds just before he dove for the pylon. Looks like they have him marked at the...
Put him on the 2.
On the 2. So with 10:45 remaining until halftime, Marin Catholic on the doorstep after that 23-yard scamper by Sellis.
So now Marin Catholic goes big. Still a shotgun, though. Still the pistol.
Terry right up the gut.
He's in there.
And he is in. So Marin Catholic on the board after turning the ball over 3 times.
Some life in the Marin Catholic section. Smart drive. Mixed it up. Run, pass. The passes weren't as direct this time. They had more patience out of Goff. He had some pump fakes. Didn't go to his first read. Finally back in this thing.
Sellis late to get on. Forgot he had holding duties there.
Yeah, he needed a breather after his long run. He had to get down there and hold that thing.
And so that PAT up and good by Chris Hill. Makes it a 10-point ball game, 17-7. Cardinal Newman in the lead.
And there it was, just what we talked about, exactly what Marin Catholic needed. Mix it up, don't get one-dimensional, stick with their game, be patient, have a drive instead of trying to get it all at once. It gave their defense a break, which they sorely needed.
Yeah, they did. There was a time there where they only had, maybe 30 seconds to maybe a minute at the most rest after, those turnovers that were 2 interceptions were back-to-back there in the early going.
They were, and the fumble was on the first play of a drive as well.
Hospital and Research Center, Oakland's Sports Medicine Center for Young Athletes, for its support of California high school athletics. The Sports Medicine Center.
So Marin Catholic able to get on the board here in this Division III semi-final matchup. Marin Catholic coming into this game, they are ranked first in the California Bowl Game rankings in the North Division, and that's North Division of Division III, I should say. And for Cardinal Newman,
they are third, I believe.
They are third, yeah.
This is why it's this quite the matchup we expected. I love this time of year when you get these games. It's fantastic.
Yeah, so like Tim said in the pregame, 2 of the top teams in the state for Division III. Kick taken inside the 10, and that's right. Covering up the ball and gets taken down.
Great job by Marin Catholic to break up the wedge there. It was a solid wedge set up by Cardinal Newman. But they got in there last week. A touchdown on one of their returns by Scooby. I believe it was the opener, in fact.
Yeah, so right, taken down there at the 21. We'll call it the 22, actually. First down and 10 with 10:35 remaining in the first half.
See if Marin Catholic has a little life in their defense now.
And so the sophomore, Keaton Dunsford, back to work for the Cardinals. Trips to the near side with Carter to his right. And he looks right, comes back to the left. He's got a receiver that's complete across the 30 and taken down right across the 35-yard line. And that's Matt Durner. So that's enough for a first down. That'll move the sticks for the Cardinals.
That was a great route there, cutting it off underneath all of the coverage, and then a nice run after the catch. That was just a 5-yard route, but he kept going.
First down, gain of 15 yards.
Yeah, so a 15-yard pickup there by Matt Durner as he's able to do a nice job after the catch to pick up about 10 more yards. And so a fresh set of downs for the Cardinals. They're going to stay in the same formation, and Carter is going to get it off the right side on what looks like they're running kind of a zone option here. Maybe Dunsford will. We've seen it keep it on the option, but they're kind of running the zone option here, and might have a chance to keep it off the right side one of these times.
True, because he's handled that off almost every time if it wasn't a play fake. So Marin Catholic did show the penetration on the defense again this time, stopping a run.
Cardinal Newman continuing to go without a huddle here. 9:30 and counting. Second down and 7.
Screen.
Tunnel screen to the left side. That's complete. And that's Kevin Lucy, number 2. Short gain on the play. Brings up a third down and about 4.
Great job by the Marin Catholic linebackers to recognize that screen and pursue from there. Get through the wall that the Cardinals were trying to set up.
Gain of a yard on the play.
So third down, and they're calling it 6. So didn't pick up as many yards as I thought. Only a 1-yard gain on that second down to Kevin Lucy. So a big play here as Marin Catholic faithful get into it here.
Need to stop one of these third downs. And a final timeout burned by Cardinal Newman in this half.
Timeout, Cardinal Newman.
Yeah, so timeout Cardinal Newman with 8:38 remaining. 17-7 the score. Cardinal Newman on top of Marin Catholic.
Third time they faced a third down and burned a timeout. PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action or Saturday afternoon football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com, high school sports live here.
All right, Tim, so a big third down here for the Marin Catholic defense.
To support our great young people in the
and they would
we serve.
like a stop here with 8:38. They'd love to get on the board again, and at halftime, they will, excuse me, in the third quarter, they will be getting the ball as Cardinal Newman started the game. So here we go, third down.
Empty backfield again. Just when I thought they'd run an option here.
Yeah, trips to the near side, Dunsford looking right. That's Philip Wright out there, and he has enough for the first down, running hard, still on his feet across the 40, and it takes a few Marin Catholic Wildcats to drag him down, but Philip Wright, size and speed there. They're getting him into space, and he's doing damage there.
Dragging down more tacklers, just taking them along with him. He had a good block out there on the screen, too, in front of him, but just one, and it seemed like Lemerle waited too long. He hesitated to get out there, didn't want to get caught behind the blocker, but with just 3rd and 6 roughly that it was, got to get aggressive. So driving again just when Marin Catholic had answered.
Yeah, so Philip Wright is going to be the lone back in the backfield to the right of Dunsford, and we have a whistle and we've got a flag on the field. We'll have to see what that's for. They might.
We have a delay, perhaps?
I think they might pick it up.
Okay.
But we'll have to, and they do.
Yeah.
They wave it off, so first down and 10.
Flags waved off. First and 10, 34-yard line.
So first and 10 from the 34, 8:05 and counting until halftime.
Quite a running back tandem Cardinal Newman has. They can roll out at you.
Yeah, so Wright is the back this time. Option. Gives it to Wright off the right side. Wright running hard.
Crosses to right.
And crosses the 30 and gets down to about the 27-yard line.
Both of these backs pretty explosive. Obviously Wright, the bigger, the more powerful tackle breaker type versus Carter's shiftiness. But they've each shown an ability to do a bit of both. We saw Carter break tackles. We're seeing Wright show some acceleration and burst.
Yeah, two backs that really complement themselves nicely, Tim. And this time it's going to be Carter back out on the field, the senior, 5'9", 175 pounds. Trips to the near side. Carter fumbles it. Ball's on the ground.
I think Marin Catholic has it.
And they do.
Bad exchange on the handoff. A little too high for the shorter running back checking in. Went off of his chest, then bounced off of his leg directly into the Marin Catholic defense. They finally are able to come up with a turnover.
Yeah, so the first turnover of the game for the Cardinals. 4 total so far in this first half. 3 on the Marin Catholic side. 2 interceptions by Goff and a fumble by Akil Terry.
Yeah, careless handoff there.
First and 10, Marin Catholic,
Marin's going to have to capitalize it.
So from their own 26, first down and 10. Goff in the gun. Terry right up the middle. And a short gain gets out to the 30-yard line. So that's going to bring up second down and about 6.
Yeah, Machinik with a nice stop there. Terry able to at least fall forward to get 4 yards on that play. 4 yards a pop will do.
2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. That's Mahalik and Sellis. Motion. And a give off the right side on the motion. A fly sweep, but stopped in the backfield.
Yeah, we got an illegal motion, a false start on Sellis here.
And that was Croto. Croto.
He got going too early from that slot. A little too eager to set up the block for the motion man coming across. The play that's had the most success for Marin Catholic.
So Croto comes off and 27 Divine onto the field. And there it is, the signal, the illegal shift. And that is declined.
You're going to stick with the play. Being that it was a false start, the play still occurs, not a dead ball. It's 3rd and long.
Yeah, 3rd down and looks like 13. They're calling it 12, so we'll do the same. 3rd down and 12.
No, we can call it 12 and a half.
We'll call it 12 and a half. So 3rd down and long for the Wildcats. Yep. Trips to the far side. And that big receiver, Colton Hanley, 6'4", to the near side. Goff looking Hanley's way. In traffic, he's got him. And that's going to be enough for the 1st down. And Goff put that on a rope in between 2 defenders.
He sure did. He threaded a needle there. Very tight window, but got it in. More importantly, a lot of time for him to stand in the pocket. The pressure was picked up. Had a chance. It's hard to cover somebody for 4 seconds. Great throw. Great job by the offensive line.
Wildcats back to work, 39-yard line. And Goff, so big, can survey the field, standing 6'5". We have another, looks like what looks like to be motion penalty. They're going to call a false start. Terry might have flinched as Sellis went around him on the motion.
Yeah. It's a shame that their best play, they're having trouble executing it right now.
Still 1st down.
That was what they needed. Something with a little misdirection, some motion, something to get Cardinal Newman off balance. But now they can't even execute it.
So that puts them back 1st down and 15 from their own 35-yard line. Terry's going to get the call. He's got some room, and he's out near the 45-yard line. They mark him right near the 45, so that'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, the right choice by Goff there in a long situation to go with the handoff on the read option.
So 2nd down and 5 for the Wildcats. They continue not to huddle here.
Getting that play from the sideline, standing, waiting.
And that's kind of the new trend here in high school, high school football, going with the spread offense and no huddle and just kind of up tempo. And that's what we're seeing here from both these teams. Goff in the gun, rolls left, looking left, and on a comeback route, that's just overthrown and a little too much on that.
Yeah, I think he gripped that one a bit too hard and may have had a miscommunication with his receiver, Newman, there.
So that brings up 3rd down and 5 with 4:57 left until halftime.
Yeah, it's funny. I see more smaller schools spreading it out and running an option, and the big schools still powering up. But the advantage of spreading out makes the defense declare what they're doing early instead of everybody being in a bunch and not sure who's covering who.
Right, and then a lot of those spread teams once they spread you out, they like to start running the ball. Sellis in motion. Goff looking right and incomplete for number 15, Colton Hanley, and that would have been enough for the 1st down if he could have hauled it in.
It would have behind him, but it did hit him in his hands. I'm surprised Goff has thrown behind a few receivers this afternoon.
Yeah, so that brings up a 4th down and 5, and the punting unit will come onto the field. That's Sellis, who's going to do the kicking, number 4 from Marin Catholic.
Unable to capitalize on the Cardinal turnover.
And that's Jacob Webb and Matt Durner back standing at their own 20-yard line. And that's a high spiraling kick. Webb is going to have a chance to receive it. Able to stay on his feet, crosses the 20 and brought down right near the 25-yard line. But a good job there by Webb.
Yeah, Kilpack had a shot at him early, but he did just enough to stay off the ground, put his left hand down, and got more yards.
Webb tackled by Riley Sell just over the 25-yard line. Cardinal Newman takes over 1st and 10.
So the Cardinals will take over after that return by Jacob Webb. 1st down and 10 from the 26-yard line for the Cardinals. And they've got trips to the near side. And that's Webb, number 4, the receiver on the far side. Empty backfield for Dunsford.
Kept it. No. Hand it off.
Excuse me, not. Looked like number 7, Kenny Carter, was back there. Might have been hiding behind Dunsford over there. I couldn't quite see him in the backfield.
Tackled by Baylor, gain of 2 on the play.
And I saw what you're talking about that time, Alex, where if Dunsford does decide to keep one of these on the option read, he would have a big running lane.
So trips. This time we can see Bell. Second down and 8. Dunsford. And that pass is complete.
No, it hit the ground. It skipped.
Incomplete pass.
He was looking for Jacob Webb.
Intended for Webb.
Too low. A little too low for him that
And
time.
excuse me, that was Carter, the running back Carter to the left, to the right of
Backfield,
Dunsford.
yeah.
And there he is again. That's Kenny Carter, the senior running back. And they'll stick with the same formation for the third play in a row on this third down and 8 from the 28-yard line. Dunsford looking, lofts it up. That's complete to Webb. Webb down the sideline, breaks a tackle inside the 20. And is he going to get in? He will. Dives for the end zone. Touchdown.
Great back shoulder fade from Dunsford to Webb. Underthrew it intentionally to get away from the cornerback who had good coverage and then just made a couple of moves. Nice shiftiness around the 25 to cut back to the middle, which is a great idea. Don't let yourself get pinned in by the sideline, and took off for the score.
Yeah, Webb showing some speed there, and what a nicely thrown ball by Dunsford there. I mean, because the corner had good coverage, but he thinks it's going to be a go route, so he's just running with Webb.
Yep.
Webb knows it's going to be kind of underthrown there. PAT up and good.
Yeah, well executed. Nice high rainbowing spiral on the back shoulder. Easy for Webb to make that catch.
And so the score now 24-7. Cardinal Newman in the lead over Marin Catholic here on the campus of Marin Catholic.
Got to give Dunsford credit for hanging in there in the pocket, too.
And the sophomore, the junior Dunsford, very impressive in the early going here.
Yeah, he is keeping it going, and he's had a good season for Cardinal Newman. He's passed for over 2,000 yards and 22 touchdowns. Tack on some more to those totals here today.
Farmers Insurance is a proud sponsor of NCSCIF. Call 800-FARMERS or visit farmers.com to find a local agent.
So, not exactly the score we expected at this stage of the game. 24-7, goodness.
Not at all, and Dunsford doing a great job. And again, Cardinal Newman converting on another third down.
Yeah, they did.
This time they take it in for a touchdown, but those third down conversions have been huge, Tim.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, a few times they've burned all their timeouts facing them before, but they've taken their time because they know how important those plays were to get it right. Got to value every possession, which they've done more so than Marin Catholic has.
Trent Klein to kick off.
So Kilpack and Sellis standing at their own 5-yard line. It's going to be Kilpack, but he's not going to get a chance to return it.
To the end zone, touchback comes out on the 20-yard line, where Marin Catholic takes
really
over.
Put a leg into that one.
Yeah. And that's such a weapon if you have a kicker who can put it back into the end zone every single time.
Yeah, especially if you have dangerous return men you're facing. If you can keep it out of their hands at all the better.
So with 3:55 remaining, starting at their own 20-yard line, the Wildcats look to try to put together a drive here, string together some first downs, and
they've got time, 4 minutes roughly, so they need to just be patient, but they need to execute. Can't keep shooting themselves in the foot.
So Goff in the gun, surveying, looks right. He's got Hanley.
Pass complete to Hanley.
And he's out across the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Tackled by Travis Picorini.
Just trying to get the ball out into the space there, get it to one of their better playmakers. Something positive. Trying to go conservative here to avoid more mistakes.
So they mark it at the 27, second down and 3. And Terry, the lone back.
Goodness.
And another penalty on Marin Catholic. It's going to be a false start. That's going to back them up 5 yards to make it a second down and 8.
Spencer O'Donnell moving early this time. They've all taken turns making an error with an illegal motion or a shift of some sort. They've got to focus on the moment and not their deficit.
Motion again. This time it's Terry, and a great defensive play made by number 21, Randall Palmer, knifing through and taking down Terry.
Yeah, they've been blitzing Palmer pretty often. They've been blitzing that right side, in fact, whenever they've seen the motion from Marin Catholic, and that's what's caused some of the jumps by Marin Catholic.
So a big third down here for the Wildcats. Trips to the far side. 3:15 and counting. Big third down here. Goff rolls left. Looking, he's got a receiver. That's Sellis. And he's out across the 40 to the 45-yard line.
Big 3rd and 7 conversion there. And that's been their most successful pass plays when it's not the initial read. When Goff takes a second, pump fakes, looks, uses his eyes to move the safeties away. And this time, like you said, rolling out to his left and make it a throw.
They're not going to waste any time here.
Nope.
Cardinal Newman still trying to get set up. Motion. Terry's going to get it right up the gut. He's got some room and picks up a gain of about 4 yards.
Yeah, I thought he had a little more room to the right side, but decided to just slam it ahead and get the positive yardage.
Gain of 4 yards.
2nd down and 6. 2:38 and counting. And Marin Catholic in the hurry up here. This time Goff on the keeper up the middle.
Jared Goff, the ball carrier.
And that's the first time we had seen that.
Yeah.
And I was going to ask you, a few plays ago, if that's maybe if the Cardinal Newman defense was keen on Terry because they didn't think that Goff was going to run, but we see him keep it there just to keep him honest, maybe.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was about to say. To try to keep him honest, make sure they don't always bite that read, because they certainly were. They had been collapsing on Terry.
Coming up on 2 minutes now. Another third down here. 3rd down and 4. The Wildcats in plus territory at the 48-yard line. And that's Hanley complete. We'll see where they mark it. Looks like it's right at the sticks.
Mm-hmm. I thought he had Terry open, but decided to go with the quick one again.
And they're, at the moment, it looks like...
About a half yard short.
Yeah, they're calling for a measurement, though, so we're going to have...
Okay.
At least that's what it initially looked like, and here we go. So
timeout for a measurement.
Yeah.
We're going to stop play momentarily as they try to measure this.
Want to remind everyone to stay tuned for the PlayOnSports.com postgame show, where we will select our player of the game, as well as wrap up all the action from this ball game. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports. PlayOnSports.com. Sorry about that. We have some special conditions for today's game, let me tell you. We are right here with the crowd. My butt's a little wet from these benches, but we're making it work. We're bringing this game to you, folks. Going for it on this 4th and short.
So they measured in 4th and inches here. This time we got 3 backs in the backfield, but Goff is going to stay in the gun here.
Yeah, I got the full house backfield with him in the gun. I wouldn't be surprised if Goff keeps it. Instead, hands it to Terry.
Terry's going to get a nice hole up the middle, and that's going to be enough for the first down. A gain about 4 or 5 yards.
Big hole up the middle. Created a nice running lane, and they'll use their first time out of this half.
Yeah, so with 1:44 until half, score is 24-7. Cardinal Newman in the lead.
Yeah, Marin Catholic badly needs to cut this down to a 10-point game again before heading into the half to be within striking distance when they open up the second.
Yeah, that would be huge if they can get on the board, and also they are starting. They get the ball when the third quarter starts.
Exactly.
So kind of they can build momentum going into halftime.
Yeah, they badly need some momentum too. Yeah. I would say Cardinal Newman has had more big plays in this game today, whereas Marin Catholic's had to put together a drive to really get anything going, just little bits at a time, with the way Cardinal Newman is dropping back, knowing Goff's got the big arm.
Yeah, they really had to dig themselves out of a hole, though, with those turnovers early on in the first quarter. 3 turnovers in the first quarter, you know.
Wow, so
and
unexpected.
Two from Goff.
Yeah.
First two offensive series, 2 interceptions from the senior quarterback. And, yeah, very, very unexpected start here.
Yeah.
At Marin Catholic.
He's settled in a bit now, at least. Marin, I don't know if he maybe underestimated the defense he was going up against, or if he just hasn't seen one like it in a while. They're reading him and making plays on the ball very quickly.
Call 1-800-FARMERS or visit farmers.com. We are insurance. We are farmers.
The big 6'4" Colton Hanley is the receiver to the near side, number 15. Goff rolls left again, looking downfield, pressured, steps up, and goes down in the hands of Zach Streeter.
Goff tripped up by
Yeah, nice play by Streeter there. I like the idea of the moving pocket, of getting him rolling, but a great job of getting pressure.
Yeah,
just a great individual effort.
Yeah, Zach Streeter, the senior defensive end, making a nice play there.
And they'll burn their second timeout, Marin Catholic does. Trying to stop that running clock. 1:37 to go.
Sports Authority, where you'll find everything you need for your favorite sports. Sports Authority is
just trying to preserve as much time as they can here, Tim. I mean, they know Newman has no timeouts, and there's not a lot of damage that they could do if somehow they do get the ball back here.
Yeah, whether it be scoring too soon or having to get rid of it, you can probably drop back and be safe with that amount of time left, as long as they don't turn it over here.
Yeah, so a big second down play upcoming. Second down and 17 for this Wildcat offense.
Yeah, big loss. Be smart if they did some sort of a draw or screen here to get as much of that back as they could. Huddling up this time.
Yeah, might try to get Terry in space, and Terry's going to split out. He's going to be the slot receiver to the near side, number 19.
Yeah, they need to take advantage of that matchup of him out in space, running through the secondary.
Yeah, he's matched up with a linebacker.
Here's the screen.
And we have a tunnel screen here to the inside, trying to work his way down to the 40. That's Danny Newman. So only a short gain there on that tunnel screen.
Yeah, Newman probably should have headed back in the opposite direction to the left. He had more blocking over there. Great pursuit, though, by the Cardinals.
Kind of ran into the flow of the defense.
Sure did. Right back from where all the defenders were, where the linemen just let them go.
106 and counting. Third down and 14 from the 40-yard line. This time Terry is going to be in the backfield. Sellis is the motion man. Looking Sellis' way. And Sellis met at the line of scrimmage. He's got some room and gets close to the first down marker. And it looked like Matt Durner was going to have a chance to bring him down right away, but Sellis doing a nice job breaking that tackle.
Smart play, well designed, good choice there, and breaking that tackle was critical. Otherwise, they'd have been facing another big third down. Marin Catholic burns their final timeout.
With 47 seconds left.
Yeah, they had Sellis open early. I was worried Goff was going to wait a little too long before throwing that one because it gave Durner a chance to sort of get back into position, but a good play by Sellis.
Yeah, so that brings up a fourth down and about 2. From the 27-yard line. And it looks like they're might go with that full house formation. They're bringing some bigger guys onto the field here.
Boy, they didn't pick that up. They are going to face a fourth down. I thought he had the first. And like you said, a power formation coming in.
So here they go, fourth down and 2. Kind of a full house set. Terry up the middle, fights for extra yards, and he's going to have enough for the first down. So,
it's getting chippy.
First down, Marin Catholic.
And it was getting chippy, but they're also trying to get to the line right away. Yeah, first down and 10, and they're going to stop it. Doesn't look like the chains were set.
Yep, hadn't moved the chains yet. Boy, Terry was almost stopped in the backfield, broke a tackle, and got that first down. Well,
And so Marin Catholic on the ball quickly to spike it, having no timeouts left. So, yeah, it did get a little chippy in there.
it did.
But also, they were trying to get to the line of scrimmage as fast as they could, too. So
They almost caught Cardinal Newman off sides, but the chains hadn't moved yet.
yeah, so it's going to be 2nd down and 10 now after Goff killed the clock there. 40.7 seconds left.
And another empty backfield.
They're on the 24-yard line. The big receiver, Hanley, is the receiver at the bottom of your screen. Goff looking left. He's got Newman, and Newman out of bounds, just shy of the first down marker.
Good choice. His fan favorite Danny Newman makes a catch, gets out of bounds. A little short of the first down. Bring up a 3rd and short, but that was exactly what they needed there. Positive yards and a stoppage of the clock.
3rd down.
3rd down and short. And the Wildcats continue with the empty backfield. Goff looking right. He's got Sellis and through the hands of Sellis, but there is a flag.
Incomplete.
Another dangerous throw by Goff, I gotta say. But it was worth a shot to get this interference that they got. I thought maybe initially they just got their feet tangled, but a little too much contact up top.
And so the pass interference on Cardinal Newman.
Pass interference to call against Cardinal Newman.
It's going to be a 1st down and goal.
1st down.
Half the distance of the goal puts it at the 8.
Yep, so with 32 seconds left, the Wildcats knocking on the doorstep here. Goff looking left, and he's got a receiver. And just shy and inbounds.
Clock running.
That's Michael Devine, so they got to get on the ball quick. And it's 2nd down and goal. So Goff is going to spike it here. Makes it
decide to spike it, yep.
3rd down.
Yeah, being that it was 2nd down, I wasn't sure if they'd go with the spike or just try to run a quick play. Their no huddle hasn't really been a hurry up, though. It's mostly just been to get their play calls in.
And try to prevent substitutions, really.
Yeah, exactly. We've seen them hurry up a few times, but really only in this situation now with the half nearing its end.
And we have a flag.
Is this going to be a delay?
Yep, it is. It's delay a game.
Goodness.
So that pushes them back 5 yards. And so they're going to be
taking way too long to get the play in. Especially if you knew the spike was coming, you had a chance to figure out what you wanted. It's taking too long to get it in.
So from the 9-yard line, it's going to be 3rd down and goal. With 16 seconds remaining, 24-7. Cardinal Newman on top. Goff looking right. He's got a receiver. That's Hanley.
Goff showing a bit more urgency, some oomph in his throws now, instead of just sort of laying them out there. He really zipped that one in for the score.
He did, and he found his big target. Hanley, standing 6'4" and able to easily get in for the touchdown. So with 12 seconds left, Marin Catholic down 10 now, 24-14 in this Division III semifinal matchup.
Absolutely critical to get points out of that drive, whether you cut it to 10 or maybe just to 14. But now they're back in this thing within striking distance for them to start this second half with the ball. And like we said, only left 12 seconds for Cardinal Newman to do anything with. So barring a big return, which they are known to do, well, this will be our halftime score.
And what do you expect here? A kind of a squib
I
kick?
would expect a squib. Yeah, exactly. A little roller. No chance to give them anything big.
Right, unless you have someone who can kick it into the end zone.
Sure, yeah. Perhaps a high hanger. Make one of the up men take it. Make them fair catch it. That's always a little bit more risky.
So Chris Hill is the place kicker. He'll be kicking off here for the Wildcats with just 12 seconds left, like we mentioned. And Jacob Webb is the deep man for Cardinal Newman.
Chris Hill to kick off.
And there's two returners back for the Cardinals, kind of stacked in an eye. Didn't want to give up which side they're going to go, but it is a squib kick taken and brought down right near the 32-yard line, and that's Will Andrews.
A little too much of a high bouncer on that one. I'd have preferred to see a ground ball up the middle, considering you've put them at the 32. Not great, but if they run a play here, maybe get something going to spike it. But with 10 seconds and no timeouts, I would assume Cardinal Newman is just going to kneel this thing.
And it looks like they will.
Yep.
And they do. They're going to go into halftime with a 10-point lead, and I think they're pretty happy about that, able to capitalize on some early turnovers by Marin Catholic.
They sure did. Capitalize on the early turnovers, force some errors. Then Marin Catholic had some unforced errors. I think they were a little shaken by what went on in that first quarter, a little surprised by it. But a great job by Marin Catholic to get back in this thing. Cardinal Newman at least with an answer as well to get themselves that final touchdown to go up 24-7 at the time. So they haven't taken their foot off the pedal. This should be a very entertaining second half.
Yeah, it should be, and that's the end of the first half with the Cardinal Newman Cardinals leading the Marin Catholic Wildcats by 10, 24-14. We'll be back in a few minutes with the PlayOnSports.com halftime show. Don't go anywhere. It's playoff football here from Marin Catholic High School on PlayOnSports.com.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonssports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at this.
And welcome back to the PlayOnSports.com halftime show. We're here at Marin Catholic High School in Kentfield, California. The CAF North Coast Section Division III semifinals between Marin Catholic and Cardinal Newman. Cardinal Newman on top 24-14 right now. And the winner of this game will play El Cerrito in the title game. El Cerrito victorious 40-20 over Annalee High School. And so, Tim, let's kind of talk about the first half real quick. Cardinal Newman getting out to an early lead because of the 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions by Jared Goff and 1 fumble by Akil Terry.
Yeah, it's the turnover battle that is deciding that first half, basically, that has Marin Catholic down 10. And also the penalties has made it difficult for them to strike quickly. So it's really just a matter of them not shooting themselves in the foot. Cardinal Newman's had some big plays of their own, though, showing some explosiveness, and it's not like they just walked into those turnovers. They made great plays to pick off Goff and to strip Terry. And so whoever makes the least amount of mistakes is going to win this game. That's what it's going to come down to in this second half. And that's usually how it goes with 2 very evenly matched teams in a postseason game. Whoever makes the least amount of mistakes, being that they're so evenly matched, will win this. And they got a hole to dig out of, does Marin Catholic. We'll see if Cardinal Newman becomes a little more conservative in ball control or if they keep their foot on the pedal.
Right, always want to be on the plus side of the turnover battle. And right now, Cardinal Newman is on the plus side of that, but it took Marin Catholic a little bit to kind of get into rhythm, but they were able to punch one in before halftime.
Yeah, it did show a sense of urgency in the last drive there.
Yeah, only down 10 now, and they will be getting the ball here with Kilpack and Sellis back to return. We're kind of just going to transition right from our post-game show here right to the
Let's do it.
Third quarter as we're just about ready to get underway. But it's been an impressive first half, and first half really belonged to Cardinal Newman, but Marin Catholic giving themselves some momentum going into halftime and going to try to score on this first possession. So that's Kilpack.
Another great kick.
From his own 1, across the 10, looking for some room, and upended right near the 20-yard line.
Cardinals doing a good job of pinning the Marin Catholic return men into a corner.
Yeah, great job there by the kick coverage team of Cardinal Newman. And so they mark it right at the 20-yard line. And so the senior Jared Goff is going to come back out on the field to lead this Wildcat offense. And we'll see if they can put together a drive here in this third quarter.
Need to hang on to the ball, need to avoid the procedural penalties, the delay in games, the illegal motions and shifts. They have shot themselves in the foot repeatedly with those in the first half.
So first down and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Pistol formation from the Wildcats. That's Sellis in motion, and he's going to get the ball off the right side and stumbles. He had a little bit of room.
Yeah,
stumbled, and he's going to lose some yards on that play.
I'm surprised he got stopped in that one. Seemed like he had a lane, but I believe it was Chris Steele. A great individual effort, just sort of reach around and get in his way, even though he was partially blocked.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, Tim. It looked like Steele was taking on a block, but he was able to maybe get enough of Sellis to make him go down. So second down.
Or at least put the blocker in his way.
Second down and 12. 2 backs in the backfield. Goff looking left. He's got a receiver, and that's Hanley, but only a gain of about 3, but
minimal gain.
Only 1 yard past the original line of scrimmage, so a third down and 9 upcoming. And you want to keep yourself out of third down and long. I mean, I know these teams love to throw the ball, but third down, you want a third down and manageable, and 9 is not something you want to be facing time and time again.
No, it makes you predictable to the defense and allows them to put on a big pass rush.
So here's Hanley, the big receiver. Bottom of your screen, number 15. Goff looking that way, pressured, and able to get rid of it. And that's Sellis. Sellis loses the football, and Cardinal Newman falls on top of it.
Oh, my goodness.
And right before that happened, Tim, I was going to say, what a beautiful throw.
It
from
sure
Goff.
was.
He was being pressured from the backside, and he just kind of floated it right into Celis.
Exactly what he had to do, get it over the short defender, underneath the deeper defender. Perfect touch. Celis did a great job of going up and getting it, did not hang on to it. 4th turnover of the game for Marin Catholic.
And we just saw Goff go over to Celis, tell him, give him a pat on the shoulder, tell him it's okay. They just need to, you need to have, you need to be able to forget about these turnovers. And so that's what Goff was trying to do there, talking to Celis. But here comes Cardinal Newman again.
And this time with great field position after a turnover.
Yeah, so a nice gain on first down for Kenny Carter.
Wow. Yeah, I was just about to say a great play by Goff rolling out again. When he's on the move, he's been very accurate, even more so than just on the quick dropbacks.
Yes, feet weren't necessarily all the way set and able to put that ball right where it needed to be.
Rainbowed it in there, yeah.
So here's Keaton Dunsford. Trips to the far side. Play action to Carter, rolling right.
And up 3 scores basically as well. No coincidence. 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Trent Klein will kick off for Cardinal.
Andrew Celis and Sam Kilpack standing inside their own 5-yard line. And here's Klein for Cardinal Newman. Kind of a line drive kick, and Celis wanted to field it, but stepped into the end zone, so that's going to come out to the 20-yard line.
Another great kick.
First and 10.
Putting it almost to the end zone every time. One of them out of the back to the end zone. And that's why Goff went over and talked to Celis, knowing they're going to be right back out here on offense. He'd be right back out there for that kick. Got to keep your mind on the moment.
We are farmers.
Right, can't think about what's happened. You got to just kind of focus on the task at hand here, and that's kind of play by play here. Drive by drive. So here we go. Wildcats showing a pistol formation. Terry's going to get the ball, runs right into the hole, but met by 2 defenders. That's Chris Coding and number 20, Chris Steele.
Yeah, Chris on Chris there, the combo.
Yeah, filling that hole nicely.
They did, because there was a lane, and they just filled it in like they were a fullback coming through. Pretty much exactly how you're supposed to do it as a linebacker.
Second down.
Second down and 9 from the 21-yard line. 4 receivers set. Play action to Terry. Goff looking deep left, and that's tipped and incomplete. Looking for Noonan. Zach Reyes on the defense.
More great coverage by Cardinal Newman. All over these Marin Catholic wide receivers. Not giving Goff a whole lot to throw to.
Yeah, and when you're spreading out your formation and you're really throwing a lot and haven't had success running the ball, it seems like it makes it that much harder to run with just a single back.
Yeah, absolutely. And now with the score the way it is, Cardinal Newman knows what's coming, and they can just keep dropping back like they have all game. Any good play Goff has had to be threaded into a tight window.
Motion to the far side, and that's going to be another false start.
Legal procedure to call against Marin Catholic.
Legal procedure, 3rd down and 14 now for the Wildcats, and they go from a 3rd and 9 to a 3rd and 14.
We're seeing a repeat performance of the first half now instead.
Goff looking towards the sideline as he gets the signals from the coaching staff. .8:01 remaining in this 3rd quarter.
And I know they're down, and I know it's the second half, and they have to get something going offensively. But boy, in this situation here, it'd be tough to want to put it up deep in your own end, and another delay.
I mean, and that's inexcusable, Tim.
It sure is.
They're standing with their hands on their hips, looking for the signal. If you don't, I mean, I know you don't necessarily want to burn a timeout here, but you don't want to give up another 5 yards.
No, certainly not. Just putting themselves in a deeper hole here. Especially
and maybe it was a. Did they pick up that flag? Because I don't see them moving it back.
Okay.
Maybe it was a timeout.
They had to pick that one up.
Yeah.
Yep, we got a burn timeout by the Wildcats.
Yeah, so they decided to call a timeout, wanted to get the right play in on this crucial 3rd down and 14. So Goff comes back into the huddle from the sideline.
The lesser of two evils, at least in that situation, burning the timeout.
Definitely was. So the Wildcats needing to convert this 3rd down, and
I'm curious as to what they're going to do, if they're going to come out trying to throw or just go with a screen draw, try to get what they can before punting.
Hanley to the bottom of the screen. Looks like he's got a mismatch here. Goff started to look Hanley's way. Now he's going to step up and run across the 20 and breaks a few tackles, taken down right near the sticks, and looks like he's going to get it right down the yard line. And that's where the sticks are.
Yeah, they may have to measure this one. Great effort by Goff, because again, no one was open. He made the right choice to take off and go. The only things that were open were short underneath, and that wasn't going to do it.
Great job there by Goff, able to step up in the pocket and pull it down and run for the 1st down.
They got it.
New set of downs for the Wildcats. 7:42 and counting. This time he's got Sellis. Turns it upfield and taken down by Cardinal and Schrader.
Going back to Sellis. More no huddle. Let's see if they actually pick up the pace this time and get their call in quickly.
Gain of 6 yards.
I'd almost be tempted to put the calls in Goff's hands and let him run it from there.
2nd down and 4. Coming up on 7 minutes now.
Let's get some rhythm going here.
Pistol look from the Wildcats. And
Goff
a
keeps
keeper, a great fake.
Goff.
As it looked like Terry had it momentarily, but Goff off the left side.
Yeah, if Derner doesn't make that stop, he might have picked it up. Instead, we got a 3rd down. It's a great individual effort by number 19 on the defense. Tick, tick, tick,
Exactly.
tick, tick.
Goff looking towards the sideline, taking a lot of time here, getting the plays in from the sideline. 3rd down and 2. Goff looking left. He's got a receiver that's complete across the 45 to the 46-yard line. That's Keegan McCullough.
Number 6, Keegan Mulcahy. Gain of 7 yards on the play.
Keegan Mulcahy, number 6, and again he had to fit it into a tight window. Nothing has been easy in their passing game today.
Yeah, so Mulcahy on the receiving end of that. Enough for the 1st down. Goff to Terry. Terry puts it on the ground.
Oh my goodness, another fumble. I
And
think they
looks
got
like-
it back though.
Looks like Marin Catholic got it back, waiting for a signal, and there's a signal. 2nd down, so the Wildcats did keep it. It's the 2nd time we've seen Terry put the ball on the ground.
Yeah, carrying it too low again. Fortunate to get back on it.
Gain of 4 yards on the play.
So a gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. Ticking under 5:30 now, left in this 3rd quarter. 17-point lead for the Cardinals. Terry's going to get the call again.
And off to Terry.
And down to the 45-yard line of Cardinal Newman, so it's going to bring up a 3rd down and short.
They're in about 2. Went right back to him in the running lane. Goff making the right choices on these reads.
Third down and 2. Terry for the 3rd time. And he's got enough for the 1st down.
He's got
so
it.
going to move the chains, fresh set of downs for the Wildcats.
I'm glad they're not abandoning the run game, but it would be better for them to have a bit more urgency in between plays.
Gain of 3 yards on the play. 1st down, Marin Catholic.
Yeah, they're taking quite a bit of time here. getting the play in from the sideline.
Yeah, it'd be one thing if they had a lead and were huddling or were just trying to keep their offense out there, but they are down and they need to get moving. Just 4:20 to go here in the third. More motion and confusion.
Yeah, a little confusion on alignment, it looked like. Goff pressured, spins out of one tackle, and he's not going to get away. Taken down. And it looks like they're going to mark it at the Wildcats' 45-yard line. And
Newman brought 2 defenders from the left side again. They've been blitzing that left side of the Marin Catholic line often, trying to attack Goff's blind side. It was delayed just right. One blitzer drew the tackle out wide, and the other came into the gap between the tackle and the guard after that.
Yeah, it looked like number 44, Torres, was one of the Cardinal defenders in on that play. And so they mark it at the 47, 2nd and 20. A draw to Terry. He's got some room off the left side, but another nice tackle made by the Cardinal defense. And Terry was close to getting back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be a 3rd down. And what looks like to be about 13.
Got a chunk of it back. And again, a pump fake, faking a screen out to the right side, drew the defense in. The pump fakes have been one of their best weapons today for Marin Catholic.
Under 3 minutes now in this third quarter. Play action. Goff looking, he's got a receiver. That's Sellis. Sellis across the 20 and inside the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Great throw by Goff, hit the seam route down the right hash mark in between the safety and the corner. Perfect throw. And look at Goff demanding to get this play in more quickly.
First down and goal at the 5. After that pitch and catch from Goff to Sellis.
Trying to cut it to 10 again.
Goff gives it on the sweep
Michael Devine, the ball
to Devine. Nothing doing there for Devine. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and goal.
Strung that out well. Chris Cotting, a great tackle. Good team defense. It's hard to go diagonally, hard to go left to right when you're down here in within the 10-yard line. You need to just attack, unless you're trying to misdirect.
Wildcats continue to take a lot of time between plays. Under 2 minutes now, 1:53 and counting. Sellis, the motion man. And they're going to give it to Sellis.
Hand off to Sellis.
And Sellis takes it down to what looks like the 2-yard line. Another good job by the Cardinal defense.
Yeah, of closing in the gaps. Even when there's an initial run lane, they fill it quickly.
By McChinnick. Jack Ryan.
Looks like they're going big now.
On about the 2-yard line, 3rd and goal.
3rd down and goal.
Terry.
And that's Terry, and it doesn't look like he got in. Looks like he's short, and he's inside the 1-yard line.
That is surprising. Yeah, this looks like the 6-inch mark here. 4th and goal.
And they're going quick here, and
less than a foot.
Goff in the gun.
Yeah.
Terry goes airborne and gets in for the score.
Number 19 is Terry for the touchdown.
A nice run to finally punch it in. A good initial surge by the Marin Catholic offensive line. I personally would have just ran a sneak with my big 6'5" quarterback, but hey, that works too.
Yeah, and you always risk, penetration there. He's in the shotgun.
Yeah, or something going wrong on a handoff, yeah.
Nice drive by Marin Catholic, and they're looking to get it back to a 10-point deficit, 31-21. Cardinal Newman in the lead. Marin Catholic capping off a nice drive there with a Terry touchdown.
Yeah, and they've cut it to 10 again. This is the best they've been able to do ever since Cardinal Newman opened up their lead. Get it to 10. Now can the defense make a stop? Last time they did it, Cardinal Newman had the big pass to Terry, Answered again before the half to cut it to 10, did Marin Catholic, but then opened this half with a fumble. They need to finally close in this gap, make a stop here. It's on their defense this time to make a stop.
Yeah, so with 56 sequence left in the third quarter, Marin Catholic will be kicking off with trailing, I should say, 31 to 21. And they really can't afford any more turnovers the rest of the way.
That would be just a killer if they were to turn another one. I don't know that they'd be able to come back from that. They have to play a flawless fourth quarter to win this thing.
And it looks like it's Michael Mitchell and Jacob Webb back standing at their own 10, and they're stacked up down there, Tim. They don't want to give away which way they're going to go because Webb has been dangerous in the return game.
Sure has. Surprised we haven't seen Philip Wright back there to return since, I guess, maybe in the first quarter.
So Hill's kick is high, end over end.
Jacob Webb
and that's Webb.
By Anthony Anello.
And a little weird on the return there, Tim. It almost looked like he was going to take a knee or something. I mean, he hesitated for a few seconds, and
the kick was so short, it brought him up to the wedge, that wedge that they use that has been so helpful for them on their kick returns. So he had to take a step back, let that wedge form and get a little space. But by then, because of the high hanging kick, Marin Catholic was able to get down there, and Anello made the stop.
So Cardinal Newman with their worst field position of the day at their own 15-yard line. First down and 10. Looking right. Got a receiver. Is there a flag? And that's incomplete. There was some hand fighting there, and that was intended for Jacob Webb. Incomplete.
Right back to that back shoulder fade they scored on at the end of the first half. Tried to go to the well again.
45 seconds to go in the third quarter. Second down and 10.
Would fully expect Cardinals to go back to the ground game here. Get this clock running again in this quarter.
Yep, and Kenny Carter, the running back. And they do go to Carter.
And off to Kenny Carter.
And a gain of about 5 on the play.
Yeah, about
there,
4 or 5 to set up a third medium.
Yeah, that's what Cardinal Newman's done so well today, those third down conversions.
Keeping it manageable and then converting, exactly.
Third down.
So Jacob Webb, who's number 4, he's the receiver on the far side. And he's got a few big catches today. He had that back shoulder fade that he took for a touchdown earlier in the game. And whistle
we got a
dead.
legal motion. So the Marin Catholic crowd comes back to life and having a little effect on this one.
Yeah, so that's going to bring them back, and it's going to be a 3rd and 11.
No longer a manageable situation. The only long one they converted was on their very first possession. Their very first third down they faced, in fact, a 3rd and 9. Oh, Marin Catholic burns their second timeout. Wow. Coming out of a penalty and a stoppage, and they can't get their defense properly aligned.
And did they?
They may not have even called an illegal motion here.
Yeah, or it may have been declined. I'm not quite sure. I didn't see the signal, Tim, but it looks like it's going to be a 3rd down and 6 and a timeout by Marin Catholic. So that could come back to be huge later in the game. Only
Especially,
one timeout.
Boy, down 10 in the second half. That is a critical mistake there. Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here this afternoon? Tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all of their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to PlayOnSports.com. MaxPreps.com
now on your mobile phone for access to scores, rosters, schedules, leaderboards, and more. MaxPreps.com, America's source for sports.
Third down and 6.
Still the 3rd and 6. Never really got an explanation of why that penalty wasn't enforced. Must have been a timeout before.
Looking right, trying to find Webb again. Little miscommunication there and overthrown. And so that's going to bring on the punt team and a stop here by Marin Catholic.
Yeah, so the timeout before the false start didn't hurt them. It seemed like Webb was running a curl or some sort of stop pattern, and Dunsford was throwing a fade or a corner route.
And Marin Catholic here is going to have depending on the punt, Tim, a chance to maybe give themselves some good field position.
Possibly their best starting spot of the day, yeah.
So it's Sellis and Kilpack. And that's a high kick. There's going to be a chance for a return here. Kilpack takes it, across his own 45, and a great job by the coverage team there.
Wrong choice to try to break it wide. He had a little lane up in the middle of the field. Get what you can. 7-8 yards would have been fine there. Tried to go for the whole shebang-a-bang.
Yeah, that's Cardinal with the tackle, and he's been all over the field today.
Sure has.
Number 32, Chris Cardinal. And so Marin Catholic back to work. Here, the last drive ended in a touchdown with Terry going airborne and going in from about 2 yards out. And we're just about ready to start the 4th quarter here.
Looks like some of the Marin Catholic guys hadn't realized we flipped the field there.
That's a 1st down and 10 from the Marin Catholic 45.
Still probably their best starting field position, even after sort of a lackluster return.
Each night of our championships. Check it out.
Yeah, definitely one of their best starting positions of the day.
Yeah, that stop was a big deal after the great kick.
And so Goff on 1st down, he's going to keep it, runs the option, decides to keep it, cuts it up the middle, and still on his feet, take it down right at the 49-yard line.
Great 2nd, 3rd, and almost 4th effort on that run there.
Yeah, so he had a few options there. Faked it to the man in motion, then ran the option to the left with Terry opting to keep it.
Yeah, it seemed like the pitch man was covered. Good job of containment that time.
Ball at the 49, 2nd down and 6. And Goff just getting the signals in from the sideline on this 2nd down play. They're going to give it to Terry. Terry's got some room spins and taken down by a few Cardinal defenders right at the sticks. That was one of the Cardinal defenders there, Chris Steele on the tackle.
Good for a 1st down. I'm surprised he hasn't had more running room with Cardinal Newman's alignment, just the 3 down linemen, but their linebackers so active, closing in the gaps.
Yeah, very active, very athletic, and they've been doing a great job shooting those gaps like you just said, Tim. So here we go, 1st down and 10. And another illegal procedure penalty. And that's about the 4th one we've seen, maybe even more. Tim.
At least 4, possibly 5 now. Really making these drives that much more difficult for Marin Catholic.
Penalty yardage assessed against Marin Catholic for illegal procedure.
So that makes it 1st down and 15. The ball spotted right at midfield. For receiver set, pistol look from the Wildcats. Sellis, the man in motion over the top. But Terry's going to get it. And a great effort there by the Cardinal defense. And that's Schroeder, Zach Schroeder, on the stop. No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10.
Yeah,
2nd down and 15, rather.
Sorry about that. Another great blitz by the Cardinal Newman defense. They're timing it just right. When they see that motion going from across the formation, that is their key. As soon as he clears the quarterback tailback to get up to the line of scrimmage and blitz. It's Julian Torres helping out on that one.
Play action. Goff looking right. He's got a receiver. That's Sellis. And Sellis down inside the 30, still on his feet. Helmet ripped off, and he's down to the 26-yard line. So Sellis making some big catches after fumbling.
Yeah.
He's made 2 huge catches here in the second half.
Big play by Sellis. I got to give him props, too, for coming back after that fumble. And not afraid to keep fighting for more yards, not afraid to fumble, just keeping 2 hands on it and going.
So after that play, Sellis comes out. They're going to keep it on the ground. And Terry's got some room and gets close to the 15-yard line. He's right at the first down marker, so we'll see if that's enough for a first down.
Looks like they're going to mark him a few inches short. More defenders you could see trying to rip that ball out as he carried it low. Did a good job to put 2 hands on it at the end there after first contact.
So 9:13 in counting, and they're really using a lot of clock.
They sure are. Yeah.
I mean, that could be the difference, just taking too much time to get these plays in.
Because it, not only just the clock ringing off, but I feel like it hurts Goff's rhythm.
So Goff in the gun, pistol look. He's going to keep it. And
Great
he's
choice.
Got some room, and he's going to walk in for the touchdown.
Great choice, because that was going to be a disaster if he handed it off to Terry. Kept it, danced his way in.
Yeah. There's that zone read play that we were kind of expecting from Cardinal Newman, and this time Goff
Exactly.
shows what he can do with his feet, and that was just a great read.
Definitely.
Everyone was focused on Terry, and PAT by Hill is up and good. So with 8:49, we have ourselves a 3-point ball game. Tim.
3-point ball game, Alex. How about that? This has turned into the contest we expected. Still 9 minutes left, and one team's already in the 30s, the other high 20s, getting that track meet. And these offenses starting to figure things out a little bit. I don't know if Cardinal Newman has maybe underestimated Goff's all-around ability to tuck and go, but he is definitely taking advantage of that here in this second half.
Yeah, and Goff stands at 6'5". Those big strides. Chew up a lot of yards very quickly.
Exactly.
And he's had a
Excellent point.
few nice runs here tonight. This afternoon, I should say.
Provided by Rawlings Sporting Goods.
Ball game again, and life in this crowd again. Cardinal Newman having a little trouble offensively now. They need to get a drive going before this thing really tilts towards the home team's favor.
So Hill kicking it off, and there's going to be no chance for the return.
His best kick of the day.
Down to the 20-yard line. Cardinal Newman takes
Special teams definitely playing a factor in this one.
Yeah, good
on
job
these
there.
kicks.
Yeah, as Webb has had a few nice returns today. Gets no shot there.
And the previous high hanger helped pin them inside of 20 before. It was a big difference.
Located in Hayward, providing high-quality landscape maintenance, specializing in school grounds, sports field renovation, and synthetic sports field cleaning and disinfecting.
I'd expect the ground game of Cardinal Newman to come front and center here.
And Kenny Carter's been behind that most of the day, and there he is, but no gain, and even a loss on the play. And that Marin Catholic defense is fired up after that play.
Yeah, the momentum has shifted. They have come to life. I'm surprised we haven't seen the bigger back in Scooby Wright in the game with this lead. He's on the sideline holding his helmet.
And number 77, Gunnar Graham, was in on that play. He's one of the top returners on this team. And he's playing both ways today, 6'5", 280. Whew. And he's a force on the inside defensively. Second down. And that is almost intercepted.
Nearly picked off.
Nearly picked off.
I'm pretty sure that's C.J. Lyons, who's had a uniform change today. Normally wearing 26, wearing a 25 this afternoon.
So third down and 11 as the Marin Catholic crowd rises to their feet.
Yeah, after Goff and the coaching staff demanded it. They have come to life.
Dunsford getting the signal from the sideline as the receivers shuffle around here. Third down and 11. 8:06 left in this ball game. Division III semifinal. Dunsford, and he's going to go down.
Wow. What an effort by number 9. Limmerly again. Limmerl again. Felix Limmerl was blocked. Just got a handout, able to bring Dunsford down. What an effort.
Yeah, so Cardinal Newman's going to have to punt it away here.
Oof.
Not the
Nope.
greatest kick. That's Kilpack running onto it and across the 30 and out of bounds.
Now, this is their best field position to start a drive of the day.
Not the best punt, and even so, Kilpack was able to run onto it.
Short and wobbly, not a good kick.
And so they're going to start. The Wildcats are at the Cardinal Newman 30-yard line. And with 7:25, the Wildcats down 3 and an opportunity to play in the D3 NCS final is on the line here.
Yeah, already in range of tying this game.
So they're going to stay with this pistol formation. And the give to Terry. Terry able to make something out of nothing there, drag a few defenders.
Yeah, he should have been stopped for a loss of a couple there.
And it looked like he gained 2, so it's going to be second down and 8.
2 yards.
Four receivers set. And Goff play action, looking left, and incomplete. Nice defensive play there by Julian Torres. Called his name a few times tonight. He had a sack earlier, or part of a sack at least.
We've seen Marin Catholic have to make a change here at left tackle. Number 75 is checked out of the game. He's getting his left wrist looked at. Connor Bowen is out. Number 59 doesn't appear on our roster, is it? There was some pressure. They did a good job of picking up the blitz this time, but Goff did have to make a bit of a back foot throw, a little behind on the pass.
And a delay of game, it looks like, unless there was a timeout prior, and there wasn't. And I've never really seen this, Tim. They're taking so much time to get the plays in.
It is inexcusable, unfathomable. You got to be able to plan a couple plays ahead. So this one's on Coach Wyatt. If this becomes a problem here, 6:40 to go, another 5-yard penalty, 3rd and long.
Third down and 13. Goff in the gun, and he's flushed out of the pocket, and that's intercepted across the 40, and I believe that's Chris Coding, and there's a flag on the play. He's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line, and just not a good decision.
Certainly wasn't.
Chris Coding with the interception, but Goff, not a good decision there.
No, we've seen him look good when rolling out today, especially. This time he rolls right, flushed out of the pocket due to the pressure, not a designed rollout. just put one where he shouldn't. Did not see the linebacker in the middle, who certainly saw Goff.
And those delay games put a lot of pressure on your offense, make it even longer than it was on third down. And, you know, all these getting the plays and all these hand signals, they're good and they're cute and everything, but they're starting to hurt the offense.
It certainly is.
You like to not have to huddle up and be able to get the play to your quarterback. But if you can't do it in the allotted amount of time, it's just going to hurt your offense.
It definitely does. They have to be far more quicker in getting their play in, especially in a playoff game like this, in this situation, down 3 points. Because they were knocking at the door. They had their best field position of the day. We're at the 30 to start this drive, Alex. This crowd came back to life, and then another delay game penalty. Just really killed any momentum.
First and 10, Cardinal Newman.
So it's first down and 10. There was a penalty, a block in the back on the interception return. And Chris Cotting with the interception for the Cardinals. And he's had a great day on the defensive side of the ball. This time they go two backs. And they're going to try the left side. That's Kenny Carter. Short gain. And 6:20 and counting. Only one timeout left for the Wildcats.
Oh, again, more of a symptom of the same problem, of having plays coming in way too late and burning timeouts.
And they're going to have to save that timeout. They're going to let a lot of the clock run here.
Although one of those timeouts was burned defensively, right before a false start would have occurred.
So the Cardinals going to an I formation. We haven't really seen this at all. This is the second play in a row they've gone to an I formation, wanting to keep it on the ground here. Carter runs right into a wall, gains maybe about a yard.
They've had Chris Steele in at the fullback, but Marin Catholic ready for it. They know they have a single focus right now. Got to be careful here, though. 3rd and 8.
You'd expect maybe Phillip Wright as the fullback, but he's over there on the far side with his helmet off.
Yeah, I'm still surprised he hasn't checked in. There must be an injury, because he's an explosive player along with being powerful.
3rd down and 7. At their own 46-yard line as the crowd gets into it for Marin Catholic.
Timeout, Cardinal Newman.
Timeout, Cardinal Newman.
So that's just their first charge timeout. Again, when facing a 3rd down. This time a 3rd and 7.
So a big 3rd down here, the biggest 3rd down of the game.
Yeah, 4 times Cardinal Newman's burned a timeout. 4 times right before a 3rd down, a critical 3rd down conversion.
5:04 remaining. The winner of this game moves on to play in the Division III North Coast Section Final against El Cerrito.
El Cerrito looked really tough in that game.
They've been a powerhouse all year.
Oh, yeah.
So here we go, 3rd down and 7. Dunsford in the gun with Carter to his right. Dunsford looking right. He's got a receiver and overshoots him.
Yeah, he had him.
That was Kevin Lucy.
He had him open in the middle, working between the safety and the linebackers, but overshot him. And Marin Catholic still has life with exactly 5 minutes left in this thing.
Yeah, they continue to get opportunities. Defense is coming up with big stops here.
Sellis and Kilpack.
And so Kilpack and Sellis back again. And the kick is away.
Much better this time.
Spiraling kick to the far side. Sellis inside his own 15, comes to the near side, gets a few blocks from Kilpack across the 30, and upended at the 39-yard line. So a nice return there from Andrew Sellis.
Yeah, they tried to pin Sellis over to the sideline again. That's been the kicking MO of Cardinal Newman all day long, but he was able to get back to the middle, get to his middle return men, blockers there, and then break it further out to the outside after getting through the initial lane. What a back and forth affair we've had. Even with Cardinal Newman being in control on the scoreboard by 10 most of the day. Cut it down to 3 now.
And I'm surprised
it has been back and forth, really.
Surprised they haven't gone to Colton Hanley a lot. He's 6'4", big target, and we've only seen him with maybe 2 receptions on the day. This time a drop play to Terry right up the middle. He's got some room across the 50 into plus territory and down to the 35-yard line. And we've seen that play a few times. They fake the quick screen, and they hand it off on the draw play to Terry.
Great stuff. The pump fake of the screen out to the right flat, and that just drew the defense over.
4:37 and counting after a 27-yard pickup by Akil Terry, one of the captains for this Marin Catholic team. Terry's the back in motion. Now sets up to the left of Goff. Here comes Devine. Fake to Devine. Goff rolling a throwback. He's got Sellis, and Sellis! Touchdown, Marin Catholic.
Holy cow. I thought he was going to go short to Terry in the left flat. Instead, the prettiest throw we've seen all day from the future Cal Bear.
And Sellis bouncing back and having some huge receptions after he fumbled the ball earlier. And that's the biggest play of the game there. Puts Marin Catholic ahead for the first time today. They're 35-31 with 4:15 remaining.
That was the same seam route they hit, or they tried to hit Sellis on that drew a pass interference earlier in the game in the first half. And they got on the board after, or just to set up Terry's tumble into the end zone. This time, a completion, going up and getting it over the defenders. What a comeback.
And that was 2 quick plays. That run from Terry, and then the pass from Goff to Sellis for the touchdown.
And the Cardinal Newman crowd across the way is stunned.
Marin Catholic defense needs to keep the focus here, though. This game not over, although Cardinal Newman has struggled on offense.
They sure have. They haven't gotten anything going.
This game is not over.
First one to kick off.
35-31 with 4:15 remaining. And Webb is the deep man. They're going to really want to get the ball to Webb here. He's going to want to return it if he can. A high kick, and that is Webb from his own 5. Gets behind his blockers right up the middle and taken down right after he crosses the 15.
Boy, LaMerle busting up that wedge again. They keep trying to set it up, and it's been successful for them in the past. Marin Catholic has scouted that thing out and aware of it. Parks getting in there, too, to break up that wedge.
First and 10, Cardinal Newman from the 15-yard line.
Dunsford relaying the signals to his receivers, and he's got Carter to his right, looking to the left, and hit as he throws, intercepted, and taken down right outside the 15-yard line. That was Alex Poxe.
That time, Lewis LaMerle creating the pressure. Hit as he threw. That was the difference. Couldn't get anything on it. Intercepted by the linebacker. and how this game has tilted. My goodness. Unbelievable.
Second turnover of the day for Cardinal Newman, I should say. And so from the 15 of the Cardinals, there's Terry off the right side. He's got some room, and he's going to get in for the touchdown off the right side. Akil Terry.
This is insane.
Number 19, Akil Terry for the touchdown.
Suddenly Marin Catholic with the lead and in control and able to use their ground game
13 yards.
with their own 10-point lead. 11 pending the extra point.
And it's an 11-point lead, 42-31. So Marin Catholic, just like that, has gone from down 10 to up 11.
Unbelievable. In a matter of minutes, we're at 4 minutes now. Whew. In 8 minutes, a complete swing of this game.
Contest are members of the North Coast Section and California Interscholastic Federation have adopted the rules under which the games are conducted.
So now Cardinal Newman, that's going to dig themselves out of this hole. 11-point lead, 3:58 remaining.
The script has been flipped. They've committed turnovers. They've had drive stall. Cardinal Newman has, and Marin Catholic has taken advantage, showing the more explosive offense of the two. The ground game hasn't gone anywhere for Cardinal Newman. And Wright still on the sideline holding his helmet. They've become one-dimensional with just the one back. They need their thunder and lightning combo to really be successful, and it's missing a part right now.
Number 6, Michael Mitchell and Jacob Webb
Chris Hill will kick off.
are back, and they're in the I. Now they split, and Webb goes to the right, and that's going to be in the end zone, so no return.
Touchback, ball will come
From
out on the
Webb.
20-yard line. Cardinal Newman will take over. First and 10.
So first and 10,
remaining in the game.
Cardinal Newman is going to start at their own 20-yard line with 3:58 remaining in the ball game.
Yeah, again, having to start from their 20 or even further in. Haven't had the same drive starting territory outside of the interception return. Amazing the way Marin Catholic has overcome their turnover problems by forcing some of their own, but still have kept some of these turnovers from turning into points.
So first down and 10. Dunsford looking right. He's got a receiver. This time he finds Lucy, and Lucy spins out of a tackle and down at the 35-yard line. So first down and 10 after a gain of 15.
Yeah, did not overshoot him this time as he did on the last drive.
16-yard gain.
Clock ticking.
Yep, chains are set, so clock begins to move. 2 timeouts left for Cardinal Newman, but they really have to move down the field quickly here. Down 11 with 3:40 and counting. Dunsford looking left. He's got a receiver. And taken down, not going out of bounds.
Yeah.
Was Matt Gerner.
Critical error there. He should have just spun back to his right towards the sideline instead of trying to fight for more yards.
Gain of 6 on the
Second down and 4.
Cardinal Newman doing a good job at least of showing some urgency in this no huddle. But 3:13 to go.
Keaton Dunsford looking right. And he's got his receiver Webb. And Webb's forward progress stopped. And so the clock's going to continue to run here.
Tried to go all the way across the field on a pass into the flat from the left hash mark all the way over towards the right sideline. Gave Marin Catholic's D too much time to recover.
Third down and 1.
Third down and a yard.
Dunsford. And he's going to hand it off the left side. Upended was Carter, and they're marking him right at the sticks. So the clock continues to run here, and they're going to call for a measurement, it looks like.
Yeah. Way too close to see where this one is without the sticks coming out.
So clock stopped at 2:29. Marin Catholic in the lead, 42-31. After being behind all game, playing from behind, Tim, they late stages of the fourth quarter.
First down, Cardinal Newman.
Really stunning turn of events. Their defense stepped it up, and we knew that would have to be a key. Because once they got back within 10 again, they had to make a stop there, and they've been making stops this entire second half.
Yeah, they went up 4, 35-31 on that Celis touchdown. And then after the interception, it was Terry who scored to go up 11. And that's complete to Webb, who gets down near the 35-yard line.
Pass complete to Jacob Webb.
Using that spin move.
And so the clock will stop momentarily as they move the chains.
Tackled by Lazor.
And they wind the clock.
First down, Cardinal Newman.
First down and 10 from the Marin Catholic 36-yard line. And that's Dunsford in the gun. And the play whistled dead.
So
and Marin Catholic burns their final timeout.
Timeout. Didn't like what they saw. Apparently felt that they were leaving something open on this one and wanted to stop it before it could get started.
Be sure to visit your local Sports Authority store to gear up on the best brands at the right price. Sports Authority.
Yeah, so Cardinal Newman's going to have to get in the end zone here.
Get in the end zone and then the onside kick, most likely. Exactly.
They do have 2 timeouts.
They do. Want to remind everyone, stay tuned for the PlayOnSports.com postgame show, where we will select our player of the game, as well as wrap up all the action from this one. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. You thinking about that yet? Who you got a lead candidate for player of the game in your head?
I do.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
I've been trying to kick around some options. Things have changed so quickly. It's blown what I had in mind out of the water.
I know. But this game has been pretty amazing here. Two different halves from Marin Catholic.
The fourth quarter being the biggest difference.
Exactly.
In fact, too.
2:07 remains. First down and 10. Dunsford looking left to the trip side. He's got a receiver across the 30, trying to get out of bounds and taken down hard by Celis.
Yeah.
And that was Zach Reyes on the receiving end of that pass.
It's a combination of Celis, number 33, Marco Martin, grabbing a hold of the back of the jersey, and swinging him down, keeping him in bounds.
Cardinal Newman saving those 2 timeouts. Second down and 6 from the 32. Another quick pass, almost intercepted by Celis, as Dunsford was looking for number 4, Jacob Webb, and just overshot him a little bit.
Overshot him, yeah. Marin Catholic not buying the short screen game right now. They don't have to. They can drop off and just worry about the deeper threats.
Third down and 6. Dunsford, draw play to Carter, and he's dragged down short of the sticks. A nice play by the defensive line there. As it looked like he was going to get past him, but Carter dragged down short of the first down. And it's 4th down and what looks like to be 3.
Felix Lamerle with the big tackle that time.
1:13 and counting, so this is really the game here. 4th down and 3. Dunsford looking right. He's got no one. Looks back left. He's going to run for it, and he's going to have enough for the first down as he gets down inside the 20 to the 19-yard line.
With it being 4th and short, the Marin Catholic front didn't pressure hard. They stopped and waited, expecting a quick pass.
Getting on the ball quick now as the clock's going to wind under a minute now. Dunsford looking left, throws the fade, and that is incomplete. Both the receiver for the Cardinals and the Wildcat quarterback had a chance, and it looked like that was Matt Durner, the intended receiver.
It was. It was knocked down. Great play by the corner.
He's got a receiver. Almost intercepted. That was Kilpack breaking that up. So that brings up a 3rd down and 10 with 48 seconds remaining.
Kilpack was going for his 8th pick of the season on that one there, and that would have been the nail in the coffin. Still a little life for Cardinal Newman now. Time ticking away, though.
3rd down and 10. Trips to the near side. Dunsford looking to the left. He's got a receiver, and that is complete. And the clock isn't running.
Now he rolled out of bounds after making that catch before being touched. Nope, they're going to say Pecorini was in bounds. High school ball. You're down right away.
1st down and goal, and the keeper from Dunsford, and he's in for the score with 37 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Marin Catholic laid off on that drive, quit pressuring, a lot of 3-man rushes, which I find to be an abomination personally. But being that they're up so much with just 37 seconds to go, it's all going to come down to the pending onside kick. After this conversion attempt, they're going to go for 2 to make it a 3-point contest if they convert.
All right, so Dunsford, and he's got Bell in the backfield with him. And Jacob Webb's been very active today. That's number 4 down at the bottom of the screen. Looking Webb's way, he's going to go to him. And a great job there, defended by Chris Hill.
Number 12, the corner and the kicker. Good job staying with Webb that time. He's been his favorite target all day, Webb has.
Yep, so with 37 seconds.
37 seconds remain. The score is
Marin Catholic will get their hands teamed together to put them out on the field.
And here's our ball game. It all comes down to this onside kick attempt.
So here comes Cardinal Newman.
I want to remind everyone before this thing is over that Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
All right. So it's going to be Chris Steele, it looks like.
We've got the bunch set up to the far side.
And there's the onside kick, takes a high hop, but fallen on by number 3, Chris Rigetti for Marin Catholic.
Right to him. Not enough of a bounce, not enough of a little sideways hop on that one.
Not enough juice on that one.
Yeah, exactly. Too slow, too easy. So that might do it.
Yeah, 36.7 seconds, 2 timeouts, but Marin Catholic, either way, is going to be able to run out the clock here.
Yeah, we'll have a 3rd down at least that could matter, but probably not. They won't. They could just kneel it and let it run out on 4th down.
So victory formation, and Goff takes a knee.
Yeah, it looks
And
like
they're
Cardinal
not even
Newman
gonna use
knows
their
the math.
timeouts.
Yeah, they know. What a comeback, Alex. Unbelievable.
And so that is going to do it. And like Tim just said, what a comeback.
Oh, man.
Cardinal Newman jumping out to an early lead with those 3 first-quarter turnovers by Marin Catholic. But Marin Catholic able to have a fantastic 4th quarter and win this semifinal matchup 42-37. So they're going to face El Cerrito in the CIF North Coast Section Division III championship game.
Don't forget, check out all
That will be a doozy.
at the NCS website.
And so we're going to step aside momentarily. Stay tuned for our PlayOnSports.com post-game show. We'll also have our player of the game interview here on PlayOnSports.com. So we'll be back momentarily. Stay with us. Again, the final score, Marin Catholic 42, Cardinal Newman 37.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
And welcome back to our PlayOnSports.com post-game show. The Marin Catholic Wildcats victorious in this one, 42-37 over the Newman Cardinals, and they will advance to play in the Division III North Coast Section Championship game against El Cerrito. It's now time for our player of the game interview with Andrew Sellis. Andrew, first of all, congratulations and thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
2 touchdowns for you today, and you guys kind of got off to a rough start. 3 turnovers in the first quarter, 4 total, and you put one on the ground in that game. And I saw after you had fumbled the ball, I saw your quarterback, Jared Goff, talking to you on the sideline. What did he say to you after you turned over that ball?
Jared, he's just full of just encouraging comments, and we try not to get too hard on ourselves. So when I fumbled the ball, I got on myself a little bit, but Jared came over and said, we're not going to lose this game. You just gotta have composure. Let it go, short-term memory, and I did, and then good things started happening.
Yeah, you did have a short-term memory. You came back and scored a touchdown that put you guys ahead for the first time all day, 35-31, and just kind of talk about your effort tonight. So resilient, the whole team. You guys, the first half was, you guys got off to a slow start, all those turnovers. Third quarter, you started getting into a rhythm, but fourth quarter was completely different. That's when you guys really kind of stepped on the gas pedal and went ahead.
Yeah, there were just a number of variables that just changed the game around, and when we gained the advantage and when we just had so much poise coming from the fans and stuff, it just started getting our hearts pumping, and we've just been preaching just to finish and to just give resilient effort every play, and it just benefited us today.
Yeah, it did. You guys are victorious. You're moving on to the Division III North Coast Section title game for the second year in a row. So congratulations on the win, and good luck next week.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's going to do it for our player of the game interview with Andrew Sellis. 2 touchdowns on the day. Marin Catholic victorious over Cardinal Newman. Stay tuned for the rest of our postgame show as we wrap up today's action.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
And welcome back to our PlayOnSports.com postgame show. We're going to wrap up the coverage here. Alex Richmond, Tim Fitzgerald, and what a great game today.
This was unbelievable.
It was unbelievable. And Cardinal Newman getting out to a quick start, those 3 turnovers. And we thought, Marin Catholic put themselves in a hole, but we thought it was kind of too much for them to dig out of. And getting all those penalties with not getting the plays in on time.
Goodness.
And using their timeouts early. But they were able really to rally back, and that fourth quarter was completely different than anything we had seen all game.
Absolutely. Anything I've seen maybe this season, in fact. They got themselves in such a hole and then rebounded and still lost the turnover battle, strangely enough, but forced some at the right times near the end of the game. And, they have an explosive offense, so that wasn't going to get kept down the whole time, and limited the damage done with the turnovers. The turnovers off of points, I believe, were just 14. So their defense, we said it, they had to step up and make a stop here now that it's back to 10 because they got it to 10 before and allowed Cardinal Newman to score again. They didn't this time and just took over, had their home crowd behind them, and that was all she wrote from there, basically.
Yeah, they did take over, and senior quarterback Jared Goff played really well in that fourth quarter. He had two interceptions the first two possessions of the game, and that defense also stepped up too. Let's talk about that for a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
They were really struggling in the first half, but in the fourth quarter and even third quarter, it was kind of like the offense. They were both kind of getting into a rhythm, and they were able to stop Cardinal Newman and got a late interception as well that put them up. After they went up 35-31, they went up 42-31, and that was pretty much all she wrote.
That did it. And the third phase, the special teams, the Marin Catholic kicking game, I thought played a really big part in this game tilting since the field had tilted. They were able to start deep in Newman territory, and after forcing them to get pinned, and then once their defense came up big, that field position was critical.
Right, flip-flopped. Yeah, we saw that. And also with kickoffs, we saw a lot of touchbacks, and that kept the ball in the hands of those dangerous return men for the Cardinals.
Yeah.
So just a great, sloppy.
I'm still catching my breath from this one, I got to say.
It was a great game. Marin Catholic is going to advance the Division III North Coast Section Championship game against El Cerrito. They win here today, 42-37 over the Cardinal Newman Cardinals. So that's going to do it for our broadcast here. Tim Fitzgerald, Alex Richmond, Omar Lewis, Vincent Huergas, our videographer, all doing a great job today. So stay tuned next week for the championship game here on PlayOnSports.com.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at this.